So how present is ISIS, for example, in the United States, in your opinion?
It's not just ISIS. For example, radicals that support Turkish president.
Right.
They kind of belong in the same line
so?
of ideology. Yes.
Like how so? Like what is
If
their...
they are, so you have, I follow a lot of the online source. So you kind of combine people when they are trying to support, they support, for example, Erdogan. They support what this ruthless guy is doing in Syria, attacking Kurds. In meantime, Kurds are the only one who are fighting ISIS. So you see, can you make the connection? So these guys that are supporting Erdogan are against Kurds who are fighting ISIS.
Right.
So they kind of are together in the ideology. So they are all connected. The ideology they belong not necessarily needs to have an ISIS name.
But how dangerous are these people? Like, it's one thing to believe in something, it's another thing to act on it.
It's kind of a sleepy bear. The bear is outside, sleeping right now.
Right.
But you don't know when it's going to be awake and what to expect from them. But they are out there, they are everywhere, and they are using different ways. And these days is much easier than 15 years ago. If there was only a mosque or only an NGO office, now you have social media that is much, much easier to recruit. They are within the schools, they are within the colleges. They are very smart, basically. They speak dozens of languages, so you never know. You have to keep an eye on your kids. Not necessarily your kid should be a Muslim to be into this network. They can be Catholics, they can be Christians. And I remember I've seen this story from this mom from Canada. Her son was a Catholic and he joined Islamic State because they are exposed to their narratives, video, messages. Is kind of the lecture they follow until they become a trustful soldier to their ideology. And
then that can either mean like going to fight for them or committing like an act.
Not necessarily commit immediately an act, but not all of them are brave enough to commit an act. So not all of them will commit a terrorist attack. But when they expand the willingness to belong to this thing, then you never know. You might have today a 17 years old who doesn't have a courage, but who knows what we'll go through in 5 years, and who will use him for a special mission. The thing is that it's not just chasing or going after the terrorist guys. You have to keep an eye on the spread of the ideology.
And so in your eyes, do you feel like ISIS is stronger or weaker than they were in 2011?
They are reorganizing because some of their leaders got killed. But now in March, they have the new leader. So they are committing the terrorist attack, which the media is not covering. You have terrorist attacks in Africa, in different third world countries that media are not really paying attention until something happens in the Western countries. But especially now with the high flow of the immigrants coming from this part, they can use the immigration flow to be undercovered as an immigrant and get easily into the Western countries, but also not necessarily coming from there. So they could be recruited for many years here. They can be an American citizen. They can be a Swedish. Like I mentioned, there is this show on Netflix and explains you how they recruited Swedish two brothers to trying to do the terrorist attack.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at felix.levine, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment.